Oh, I started. Oh, okay. Judy,
Hi.
hello. Live from St. Louis. Thank you so much for doing this live. I know we don't have too much time today, but I am just so thankful you are in St. Louis, not me. I wish I was. But how's it
Yeah.
going? How's it been so far?
Oh, it's wonderful. This is like the best dream vacation for any sort of skate fan. So, you know, I'm not really here to do sightseeing, but I'm
Yeah.
planning on, excuse me, planning to go to the city museum soon. So that's my
Oh,
touristy thing to do. But boy, the skating is so wonderful. You're just like
oh,
so happy when you see these beautiful, brilliant athletes doing their thing. Yeah, it's great to
oh,
be here.
yeah, I couldn't contain myself. I think I was texting you and I realized, oh my gosh, you weren't in St. Louis yet. But the women's short program, did you get a chance to rewatch it?
Yes, I did. I saw parts of it. Of course, I
Yeah.
had to see Amber and
Oh,
Alyssa too. Yeah, it was amazing.
okay. Was that the best women's short program in like maybe 20 years? I literally can't
Yeah,
think of one better. I can't think of one
yeah.
better.
Well, plus the free skate too. I was like, oh my gosh, she was perfect. Oh, she was perfect too. How are the judges going to score this thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
but once Amber did her perfect program, the crowd was roaring. I knew she had won because she had triple axel, speed, beautiful spins, great positions, you know, edge flow, everything. Yeah, we were so in for a treat. It was so worth the money to see them.
Uh, well, Judy, I'm feeling so regretful not going. I think in my head, I just harkened back to Nashville 2022, which I think you went to too.
Yes.
Does it snow in St. Louis like this, or is it like just totally fine?
Oh no, there's no snow. Yeah, the
Oh,
weather's,
okay.
I mean, the weather was horrible Friday when I came in, and I was
Yeah.
totally drenched and miserable. I was like, I don't know, why did I come here? And plus, riding that metro link from the airport was kind of sketchy. There was like some grubby looking, he looked homeless. This guy came up
Ooh.
to me when I was buying my ticket and he
Mhm.
started talking to me. So I just kind of waved him off. You know, being Asian, it's kind of funny to act like I don't understand English. Yeah,
Gosh.
but then I went to the
What?
platform and he was there again. But thank God there must have
Mm.
been maybe three other people there. So
Mhm.
I felt a little safer, but I was like, oh my God, here I am. There's no security here, hardly any
No.
people around. And it was only like 6 p.m., but it was dark by then. Yeah. So
So
kind of scary.
so I think I remember you saying your first night you didn't go to any events, but yesterday did you go to both pairs and women?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I had to
Okay.
get my championship ticket worth. Yeah, and I felt so sad for Chan and Hal because they had to skate so early that they were part of that first group for, the chunk of pairs, and it was so evident how much better they were than the first couple of pairs. The speed, the amazing lifts, how
Yes.
quickly Spencer could get her up into the lift and spin his partner. It was just incredible seeing them. So of course I had to stand up and give them a standing ovation. Yeah,
Good.
they were
So,
great.
okay. Well, that being said, we unfortunately there's citizenship issues for both the first place and the third place
Yeah.
team. Danielle Parkman doesn't, I believe, doesn't have citizenship, and then Alyssa Efimova. I've been seeing rumors online. Supposedly, there was some kind of rush, and Congress was kind of, I don't know. I mean, we were kind of talking offline, and I agree. I don't think they're really going to make this a priority to try and rush her a
Yeah.
passport.
Yeah.
I didn't really like. I watched the press conferences after. I didn't really like USFS's statement about it. It seemed very like jumbled up. I didn't really understand what they were saying. I think reading between the lines, they're basically saying if she doesn't have a passport by Sunday, she doesn't get to go regardless, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I've read. Yeah. I didn't watch the press conferences though, so
Mm.
what were the big takeaways from those?
It was just interesting to hear the skaters' perspectives. I think something that is such a huge shift as, long-term fans of skating, as I know you are too. I've been following skating. I was thinking about it. I'm like, how long have I been a fan? It's over 30 years since I've really followed it. And I
Yeah,
think
same
this
here.
is one change or shift I've really noticed is the women are such a tight knit group, and I really liked how they even did interviews together. Some people online were saying their dresses matched, like in the free skates, they all have those blue kind of navy tones. And but one big shift I think is a lot of the skaters don't say they want to win, and I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm like so old school, but I'm just like I kind of wish someone would go out and say, I want to win, like, give it
Yeah,
to me. I want to win.
that's why you're competing, because you want to win. It's not just because
Yeah.
you just enjoy being there and hearing the crowd or something. Yeah, but I did think it was so heartwarming to see,
Yes.
to me, they're girls because I'm old now, but, to see those
Me
young
too.
ladies, Alyssa, Isabu, and Amber all
Amber.
hugging. They're constantly hugging and cheering for each other, and they seem so genuine and very supportive. And
Oh,
that's what that's what we want to see because
we
remember
do.
when, of course, there was that Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan thing,
I
of
know.
course, which resulted in violence and assault.
Hmm.
And then I kind of feel like some of the skaters, like Sasha Cohen, she always had this kind of like cold, ice
Hmm.
princess demeanor about her, where you feel like people are kind of not not friendly. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no camaraderie there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
But
great to see them.
I felt that even in the pairs press conference and even ice dance to some extent, there's been a lot of surprises this nationals. Like I mean, the biggest one obviously is Amber taking the competition by the reins. I love it because
Yeah.
she went out and won it because I was convinced they want to send Alyssa Liu as national champion. But honestly, why not have Amber go to the Olympics as national champion, and you have two people who could possibly sneak onto the podium or earn their way to
Yeah.
the podium. So I
Yeah.
think that was such a big moment for Amber. I'm so proud of her. I was like gobsmacked, like that, especially the short program. And she even said she's like she didn't feel her free program had quite the magic of the short program. I don't know though. I thought it was pretty darn good. I don't think I've seen her do one much better.
Yeah.
How was it watching her free program live?
Oh, it was incredible. Even from the beginning, you could hear the crowd roaring.
Mm.
Everybody's a big fan. Because what's so cool about coming to nationals is that everybody who takes the time from work and their families and spends tons of money to come here, we are knowledgeable and we're enthusiastic and so supportive. We know how hard these skaters train. So it's just like, it's unlike any other feeling where you feel like you're with your kid. It's like, yeah, we know Amber's history. We know her backstory and her father. I think her father was a police officer, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so it wasn't like she was flush with money and
No.
privilege and stuff, and she's at that age where most people would have retired by now. So just her longevity. And I felt, I mean, both times after her short and her long, I had tears in my eyes and I'm
Oh.
still tearing up already because I remember all those years when she would be crying and sad. She'd always miss something and mess
Yes.
up, and they'd build her up because she had a lead from the short, then she would fall apart. So,
Mhm.
so I saw all those like trials and tribulations that Amber's been through. And So that's why I'm still tearing up now. I'm just like being an old sentimental ham here.
No, no,
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I think I've just been so like in awe the past few days. I was just like, please, Judy, we have to talk for just a little bit because I needed to get this out. It's just so exciting and she deserves it. I just am so proud of her. I'm so happy. She alluded to retiring. Alyssa was not having it. She's like, we're not going to talk about retiring.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this might be the last. Maybe we'll see her for next season. I don't know, but regardless, she should be so proud. And she's three-time national champion back to back, the first since Michelle Kwan. So
Wow. Who would have
yeah,
thought that would happen? Because for years
yeah.
she was so inconsistent and you got used to her just, falling apart all the time and then being all sad and boo-hooing and a kiss and cry and stuff. Sort of like Kevin Amos. But, where like most of the time it seems like 90% of the time the skater is miserable when it's over and you're
Mhm.
wondering why do you do this to yourself, but she didn't quit and she got better and got her triple axel. So you know I was kind of slightly hoping Alyssa would bring out the triple axel here
Me
because
too.
I've heard she's been practicing it.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard that too. I know she posted a video, but then she said in her interview she forgot to practice it. And I don't know. Sometimes Judy, I'm like, her interviews are so chaotic that I'm like, is this? I feel like that's a joke. Like she knows that she needs not that she needs it, but she knows that she wants to do the triple axel.
Hmm.
And I don't know. Will we see it at the Olympics? I don't really think so. What do
Probably
you think?
not.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. The Olympics is too high stakes to just pull out a triple axel after years and years of not doing it.
Hmm.
Because back when she did triple axel, she was like a tiny little 13-year-old waif. So,
Yes.
you know, yeah, so she's probably not gonna try one then. Yeah, but her jumps were still incredible. She does
Yeah.
remind me of Kaori Sakamoto with her
Hmm.
huge jumps and flow out of the jumps and stuff, and her enthusiasm and her charisma can't be beat. So I loved seeing her. And actually, I thought Alyssa's new dress looked really good. It looked so edgy and modern. Yeah.
Okay, so
Much,
we have to
yeah,
talk
it
about
was,
Gaga.
huh?
We have to talk
Uh,
about the Gaga program. How was it live?
Yeah. No, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, it was also because the dress looked so much better than that creepy goth looking thing with the pointy
Yeah.
spikes that she had on last fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dress just looked too bizarre and atrocious. I know she was trying to go for the Lady Gaga look, but it just looked weird. So I loved the silver sequin dress that she had on. Yeah, and another great thing about being here in person, you can see the costume so much better than on TV.
Yes.
So you can really appreciate the fine details of everybody's costumes. So, another little plus of seeing real skating. Yeah. Do you think you'll go to more competitions
I hope so.
live?
I was seeing the rumors for nationals next year. I think they said where was it? Um I'm so sorry. I can't remember, but I may
Oh,
try to go to something or I always love to go to Skate America too. So we'll
hmm,
see where it's at next year. But
yeah.
um on TV, I didn't like the Gaga program. That's why I was wondering what you thought because it looked really slow, and I didn't personally. I don't like the paparazzi cut. That should be poker face. They need to like amp it
Mhm.
up. It felt kind of slow on the TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they wanted to build up, so that's why they had to start with a slower type of song. But I thought it was fine. People were just loving it and cheering for her too. So I don't know how international judges would
Score it.
receive that though.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it was cool. It was hip. It was more updated than skating to Turandot or some of those old war horse type things. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Um,
Cinema Paradiso. Isabeau's
oh,
program kind of puts me to sleep. I love her and I love her skating, but just such a boring song. I'm like,
yeah.
it feels very quiet and like doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I just Googled it, and they have not announced where the nationals are gonna be next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
they said Salt Lake City online that people
Really?
at the not announced. It's not announced, but I saw the rumor that they're hearing at the competition is Salt Lake City, which I would go to
Okay.
that because that's close to me. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'd go too. I mean, it's not that close, but at
yeah,
least it's a big city, so hopefully it's easy to get from the airport to the
yes,
hotels and arena. Yeah, because one great thing about being here in St. Louis, it's so convenient to get around. I'm
hmm
just walking 3 to 4 blocks to the arena, and the Metro Link is like right there near the arena. You know, the airport wasn't too far, so if it weren't for the smell of weeds and the sketchy guy and weird people on the train and stuff, it would have been perfect.
yeah.
But at least I didn't get assaulted or robbed.
No, oh my goodness, no. I'm glad you're okay. Um,
Yeah, yeah, because some places are sketchy. I remember there were some nationals, I think it was Portland, long time
oh
ago, like 20
yeah,
something years ago. And I was being a cheapskate. I took their subway or train from the airport, and I
mhm.
was like, dang, this is not really safe. I'm just like this little Asian person sitting there alone on this train with some sketchy, you know, creepy looking people. And, luckily I got to my hotel safely, but it didn't seem very safe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's always a concern with these competitions, but
Yeah.
the arena on this one looks nice. Oh, the other person, a lot of people were really touched by Brady's performance last night.
Yes. Yes. I mean, she skated perfectly. I was
Mm,
just like holding my breath. Well, there was one jump that looked like it might have had not such a great landing, but
mm,
But I can't remember exactly which jump, but yeah. But for her, it's great because she's also perhaps one of the oldest skaters
yes.
in the ladies.
I think she's
And
the oldest I saw. I think she's 27, I believe.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then she also had some sort of Bigfoot injury for a while. So
Yes.
I stood up for her. People were standing up cheering, and she was like breaking down in tears, like rolled into a ball, crouching on the ice, and it's so emotional. But here's a little bit of gossip. So, if you watch the medal ceremony, you can hear these women standing right next to me. They were talking about how old Brady's boyfriend was. So you can
Ooh.
hear it on my video. I was like, these ladies are like talking while I'm recording. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. But I thought the same thing because after she skated and she was all emotional, then she took her bows. She like skates towards the kiss and cry, and this relatively older looking man like went down there and probably gave her a stuffed animal or something and
Oh.
kissed her. And I was like, he looks like he's like 45 or more. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can't guess people's ages, and that's their business because I thought she was dating that French guy who was her coach for a while. But I guess that's over if it's true. Yeah.
Well, maybe are you sure they're not just European and they're just doing the little was it like the two
No, it was,
kisses on
I'm
the
pretty
cheek?
sure it's a lip kiss because
Ciao
not
bella?
only did, no, no, because
No?
I noticed it and these strangers standing next to me during the medal ceremony were gossiping about that too. So they seem to know a lot about skating because one of
Mm,
them had some sort of credential type thing around her neck. Yeah. So
yeah.
anyway, just it's kind of funny. I'm glad she's happy and she
Yeah.
skated so beautifully and she should be proud of herself and she'll probably go to 4 continents.
Mm.
Yeah. So
and then a couple of the juniors, or maybe they're seniors now, that stood out to me were Sherry Jang
yes,
and Sophie Jolene von Felton.
yes,
Sophie's jumps look a little under to me, like they look a little choppy or something. Like I don't know if she's getting the full rotation, but I do like her tenacity, and I loved that dress. The kind of, I think it was a Frida Kahlo type thing. Did it look pretty,
yeah,
Kirsten?
yeah. That was
Mm.
pretty. Yeah, a lot of pretty dresses. Yeah, so Kitty Love Sweet, thanks for being here. The Gaga program is just basically Donna Summer
Yeah,
choreography.
yes, Kitty, that's a really good point. I was like, why is she doing a Beelman at the end of a Gaga program? I'm like, I think it's a high points getter, and I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's
Yes.
required they do a Beelman, but I wish she would do like, I don't know what it's called, but where you grab your leg and pull it up forward, like an I or L spin.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah, like
it'd be
I
prettier.
spin. Yeah,
Yeah,
like how Sasha Cohen used to end her programs. Yeah,
right.
but maybe the Peelman gets more points.
Yeah, I was
That's
thinking that
really
too,
hard.
but it doesn't go with the program. I'm like, this is like a pretty spin you're doing at a Gaga program. I agree
Well,
with Kitty.
well, I don't even remember most skaters' choreography unless it's like, like Ilya's raspberry thing or the backflip or something. But in general, I don't, all the
Oh,
choreography just kind of runs together.
just to
Yeah.
be mindful of time, what about the
Oh, yes.
men? What about the men? You're gonna see them today.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yay!
I mean, to see Ilya, I mean, it's incredible when you can see the distance that these men can jump, the distance and
Mm-hmm.
the height. It's like, wow, you don't get that from TV.
Uh,
In real life,
it's
when you're
so
there,
cool.
it's like, is this humanly possible? It's incredible. So I wish you were here.
I
We
know.
gotta meet up at nationals next year or Skate
I'm
America.
I'm so
Yeah.
regretful, Judy, but I'm like so happy for you. And again, just thank you for taking time. It like feels like I'm there because you're sending us photos, you're posting little
Yeah.
clips, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm a part of
Yeah.
the action,
You
you
can,
know?
so this is the 21C hotel, which is
Ooh,
really nice.
it's
It's like
nice.
huge. It's huge, and this
Ooh.
is just a basic room. You can see my mess over there. I didn't make
Oh,
the
it's okay.
bed. Yeah, so they gave me this like two bed thing with
Hmm.
a living room suite thing, and the bathroom is pretty big. The restaurant is good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't have much of a view. It's like a view of a top of a parking garage and a couple of
Oh,
old buildings, but who cares
pretty.
about that? The room is awesome here. Yeah. So, but men, okay, you know me. I'm kind of not a total Jason Brown Uber anymore,
I know.
but he landed his triple axel, so hey,
Yeah.
go for it, dude. But I do feel like he was totally overscored, and I feel bad for poor Daniel Martinov. I
Mm,
feel like Daniel got, you know, hosed because he did
yeah.
for him a perfect program. He had tons of attack and energy, and he was doing his choreography. His jumps were technically perfect, but yet, what place is he in? Like fifth or something?
I think he's
I think.
fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do feel like that was really generous. I mean, Jason like fell out of his triple combo, and he didn't even attempt a quad. And so I'm just like, how much extra fluff points do the judges want to give him because he's got beautiful skating skills and spins, but at this point, if you're not even attempting a quad, it just seems so like low technically. It's 2026. It's not 1998. So, yeah. Well, how do you feel? I mean, I know you like Jason a lot more,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
I really like him because you are correct. The jumps were not really there. I thought he pulled it off better than some people were saying. He almost fell, which I guess there was a controversy because people were saying it should be credited as a fall. But man, the way he fell, Judy, he was doing the splits and like
Yeah,
doing like a
he's
little
like so
like
flexible.
little twirl, and I was like, dang, okay. It
Yeah.
reminded me of one time an Olympic gymnast, Jordan Childs. She was on the beam and she was supposed to only do like a turn or something, but she spun around in a circle and like did like a pretty little thing. And it reminded me of that. Like Jason like worked the heck out of that fall. If that was a fall, I did not know it.
Well, I mean, good for him doing sort of like a split when he flopped out
Yeah.
of the triple
It's
toe.
like
Yeah.
he's gonna fall gracefully, more gracefully than anyone else. But I
Yeah.
do, I
Yeah.
do agree. I agree he was overscored. A lot of people online were very upset. Like this is a shame to the other men, and it's like slap in their face. Listen, okay, the other men have had all fall and all last year to prove themselves. Jason's gonna go based on body of work. He is gonna go. I just feel so strongly about that. Now, is it fair that his score? No. He would still be in the 80s, like maybe low 80s. Like cuz all the I think maybe second through 6 are all within like less than 10 points of each other. So really
Hmm.
tonight is where it's going to come down to it. The men are going to have to
Yeah.
prove who wants to be on the team, who wants it. Go out and get it like Amber. I just think like,
Yeah.
come on, who wants it? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I have to say, it was highs and lows because I felt so bad for Jimmy Ma, because you always think like, okay, he's kind of on the cusp and he got that
No.
bronze medal at four continents, but he's just so unreliable. He's always messing up, and that program did not highlight his fun, peppy hip side,
Yeah.
which he's good at. Yeah. So
Well,
that's just
he
depressing.
I kind of feel like he always was trying to recreate the turn down for what that was like literally almost 10 years ago where he went
Oh,
viral. But
yeah.
I give him credit though cuz I love Firebird personally. I know it's a warhorse, but I give him credit for trying something different. I really do. But it's like I guess I mean these jumps are so incredibly hard, so it's nothing on that. But I guess I just wonder at what point is it kind of like not everyone's gonna have this Amber turnaround, right? So I'm kind of just like, is he doing it for the love of it, or I don't know, but I agree. I felt bad for him because I know that he can skate better than what he showed.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe he can redeem himself in the long, but I think he's so far back that there's no hope of going to the Olympics. But Tomoki, I was like so happy
Woo!
for him. Tomoki skated so perfectly with tons of speed, and he's really improved his poise and stature. Well, he's still short, but the way
Oh
he
yeah,
carries himself and has more flow out of his jumps and pays more attention to his body line and carriage and stuff. So so I was very thrilled for him, to be working so hard all these years, and his friends have retired, but he's still competing and he's improved this season. So
I mean, depending how tonight goes, but I think he's gonna get it. I think it's him, Jason, and Ilya. I think it's him, Jason, and Ilya.
yeah, I mean, that was sad seeing Maxime sort of messing up. Um, yeah, because
Mhm.
that would have been a beautiful story for Max to go to the
Well,
Olympics.
Well, Judy, there's still a chance.
Yes, there's still a
What
chance.
time
Yeah,
what time
yeah.
is that competition today?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure because I
Okay.
haven't looked at my ticket today, but I think it
Okay.
probably starts around like 7:30 ish.
Okay.
The time here in St. Louis. I'm still getting used to this slight time difference. Yeah. So, yeah, but what about ice dance? You can give your remarks quickly
Oh.
because you're the one who pays more attention. Yeah.
I think the big story was just Zingis and Kolesnik. Really, they widened the gap between them and Carrera and Ponomarenko. And then the other
Hmm.
big story was the Shib new rhythm dance was
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
not it. And the judges made it very clear they're not in contention. I think they're in like 10th or something.
10th. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, people said that even their so-called trademark twizzles weren't that good anymore, and
Yeah.
Alex sort of messed up. Yeah. And something cold that Ben Hacusto said about them, just saying like, they're not the skaters they once were or something. And I was like, well, that's sad, but I think that's true. It's like this is what
Yeah.
happens when you take such a long break and then you just jump in during an Olympic season. They should have come
No.
back last year, the previous
And if
season.
they and if they really are like in it because they love it, then they would continue on and try and rebuild. But it just feel to me it feels like it was an attempt at trying to make the Olympic team. But I'm glad that the judges made it clear you have to earn your levels and you have to earn your position, you know? The quality's still there, but they need more time. Like you said, they should have came back a lot sooner, if they were going to try this. So, little
Yeah.
disappointing, but I'm so excited to see, the
Yeah.
results. Are you gonna be there for the teams getting named?
Actually, it turns out I probably have to take off to the airport right
Okay,
around then, so it's too
okay.
bad, but hopefully they'll have it on YouTube or Peacock, right? Yeah, it'll be
They
great.
will. Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
have a
great
safe trip,
talking to you.
Judy. You too.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for your time, and,
Yeah,
uh, I
thank
hope you'll
you.
send me more. I'll be texting you
Yes,
probably. I'll try
I'll
not to
text you
too
some
much.
more pictures, yeah, with my crappy cell phone, but at
Okay.
least I have a good seat, so yeah.
Well,
Have a
thank you
great
so
day.
much. You
Okay,
too. Bye,
thanks guys
guys.
for watching. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.